What's up, everyone? It's your man LD Larry Dawson, and I'm here to tell you about my new series, My Legacy. It is a 10-part series. Each episode will be focusing on one particular topic. These topics are life-changing topics. You are not going to want to miss these discussions. Tune in each week for a new episode. Don't miss it. My Legacy. What's up? It's your man LD Larry Dawson, and we're back again for the next episode of My Legacy. Today's episode is about growth. I'm going to talk to you today about growth and the importance of growing. Not just growing old, but about growing as a human being, growing your mind, growing your life, growing into a better person. I'm going to tell you a couple stories, and I'm going to show you how you can grow as a person, not just in age, but as a person. So everyone knows who Robert Downey Jr. is, Mr. Iron Man. But way before he became the big celebrity that everyone knows as Iron Man and all these great movies that he's made over the last several years, he was a young phenom actor as a young man. And he got all this praise heaped on him, and he was getting all these roles, but the attention came fast, and it came to him at a very young age. And with that came all the glitz and glamour of Hollywood and all the evil stuff that comes with it. The drugs got the better of him. They got a hold of him, and they took over his life, and they pretty much destroyed his life. So he went from being the hottest upcoming actor in Hollywood to another casualty tale. He blew through all the money he made. He couldn't get jobs anymore. He got strung out. He had a string of arrests over and over and over. I mean, it was all over the newspapers. It was all over TV. He couldn't stay out of trouble, and he couldn't stay sober. He ended up on the streets and violating his probation over and over. One day he went to court, and the judge had enough of it and sent him away. But it was during that time away that he was in prison serving that time that he finally woke up, and he decided to grow up. And he decided to get his life together and to get off of drugs and fulfill all his potential. He said that if he ever got a chance to go back to Hollywood and make movies again, he would do it the right way this time. During that time in prison, he actually grew. He grew away from the young man that he was, the arrogance and the drugs and the I don't care attitude. When he came back, he took a couple little small roles that he was given, and he excelled at them. The feedback was, the great actor is back. And a couple people took chances on him, gave him film roles. Next thing you know, he landed the Iron Man role, and everyone questioned at first, but it turned out to be a major success and one of the biggest blockbusters of all time, and they've made 3 of those, along with the Avenger movies. He's also made several other movies. He's been nominated for Academy Awards during this time, but it wasn't just the age that he got older, it was the growth. How he changed his mindset, how he evolved and became a better person, how he took a second chance and made that work and became great. And now he's a role model to so many people out there that have had struggles in the past and trying to change their life. They can see his growth and they can understand that it can be done. It's hard enough to do it when the limelight isn't on you. But when the limelight is right on you, it's even harder to do. So if you can do it under those circumstances, you can do it under any circumstances. I'm also going to tell you a story today about a young lady. This young lady, she grows up. She has a lot of natural skills about herself. She's pretty, she's smart, she's athletic. But here's the problem. She knows it all. And I think all of us know about the know it all people. When you can't tell anybody nothing, when you know it all, your head's in a different place. You can't hear what people are saying to you. You think you know the answers to everything. No matter what nobody else says, you're always right. You can't hear anything else. The only thing you know is what you know, and you're right. So this girl, she wouldn't listen to her parents because she knew it all. She wouldn't listen to her teachers because she knew it all. She didn't listen to her friends because she knew it all. Same thing, when she finally made it out of high school, she went to college, it was the same thing. So she started going down the wrong path. Not as in the same as Robert Downey as in drugs, but she started dating the wrong type of men. She started acting the wrong way at work. She couldn't get promoted the way that she felt like she deserved to because she had a know-it-all bad attitude at work and people weren't receptive to it. She chose the wrong type of man to be with, even though everyone was telling her, this isn't the type of man you want to be with. He's not going to be a good husband. He's not going to be a good father. He's not going to treat you right. But she knew it all. Nobody could tell her anything. See, to really succeed in life and to understand the way life works, you have to have an open mind. You have to be willing to take in, to listen, to grow. But this person was shut down, and this person had to learn the hard way. You know, they had to lose several jobs and go through different jobs. They had to move around several times. They ended up in a divorce from the relationship she was in. This girl that knew it all, she had to be humbled to the highest degree before the know-it-all could go away and she could become a better person. But she had to feel that. She had to feel the loss of those jobs, the loss of a relationship, the strain between her and her parents and her family. But once she felt all that strain and all that loss, humility came in, self-reflect came in, an awareness came in, and she decided to grow and reflect on her mistakes of being a know-it-all and not being able to hear what other people were trying to say to her, or take advice, or understand life is bigger than just what you think it is. So she took this opportunity to grow and to open her mind. And she said, the next time I get a good job, the next time I find a good man, the next time I have a chance to listen to my parents or spend time with it, I'm gonna make the best of all of that. So this girl decided to grow mentally and emotionally and allow herself to evolve and become a better person. That way, she could have a thriving relationship with a good person that she wants to be in a relationship with. That way, she could strengthen and build her family ties again and not be the outcast and the know-it-all. That way, she could get a good job and take those steps and go further and further up the ladder the way that she wants to, and not sabotage herself with her own spitefulness and know-it-all attitude. In several different instances in life, we find ourselves, where we have a chance to be open-minded and grow or stay stagnant. So many of us are scared of change. We fear the unknown and what would happen if we decided to open our mind and do something different than what we've always done, because we're creatures of habit. But it's only when we decide that, we're not always right and the world doesn't revolve around just us, and we open our minds and allow ourselves to grow, to take in information, to take in knowledge, to take in the things that life give us and use those to become a better person, evolve, that we really see the bigger picture and we're able to succeed at the highest levels. That's what happened to Robert Downey Jr., and that's what happened to the young lady that I was just telling you about. They allowed the lessons of life to come to them, and they were open-minded enough to take them in and to grow and become better versions of themselves. My story is similar to the first story that I told you, in that the first half of my life was a massive struggle. And it was because I was unwilling to grow in the way that I should have allowed myself to. It was only when I decided to open up my mind, because of a promise I made to my mother, that I really started to evolve and grow as a human being and as a man. Then I realized the potential of what I had and how I can not only change my life, but I can help other people change their lives because of that growth. The moment that you stop becoming so self-centered and understand that life is more than just you and your wants, then the sky is the limit, because you're going to allow yourself to grow and evolve and become a bigger and better and stronger human being. With growth comes amazing opportunities. You have to allow it, though. Life is tough and life is hard, but those things that come at you give you an opportunity to learn. And those are lessons. You take those lessons and you use them for your growth to become the ultimate version of yourself. And once you have that knowledge and understanding and open-mindedness, you'll understand that then you have the potential to do anything. So take the two stories that I gave you, and even the story of myself, and understand that with an open mindset, growth is possible anywhere. Work, relationship, family, life. Remember, we are always growing. Keep an open mindset. Allow yourself to grow. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This was the next one of My Legacy. I look forward to seeing you back next time. We're out.